The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a...
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go.
You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch him skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the...
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go.
We'll skip on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll skip on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll skip on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel.
second nature. I just automatic.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, didn't I hit that?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started, and off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jones, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait 20. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check. Shadow. 41's coming. 41's the mic. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you straight.
On 1st down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
He's coming. We got double up.
on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady's throw there complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Good track, good track. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check 41.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On second down, here's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Whip. Watch the whip. 36. Shit. Watch the shit. Rip. 31. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady caught on the right side by Jones. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They run again with Logan. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Fournette. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Tighten up. Keep going. No, 66.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Ronald Jones, the
call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Blake Edwards. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 31-yard line.
Switch up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Shotgun now for Brady. Quick slant to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Switch.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Jordan Whitehead.
Randy, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
Wait, that's
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
check. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 24, check 25.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Buccaneers.
Now Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 29-yard line.
Brady to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the gun, it's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Wait, that flag 20. Take it. Mark 54. Mark 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, 166.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Bradley Pinion to kick off 4th.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 41. You got to race that. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now Brady again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Brady to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Miller, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. on first down is Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
At the 3.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.
Girl girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Third down.
They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Brady. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Second and 11. Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Brady going deep this time for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third and 4.
From the gun, Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Buccaneers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Brady. That is caught.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of Cannon Blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jones. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
54, right there.
On 3rd down, Jones across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So we got man. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check curls. Hey, check my 33.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. To the ground, this time with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He was brought down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. This is Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me is from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want is
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Evans has it left side. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check 26, check 26.
A give to Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch gears.
From the gun, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second string.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Hey, that's
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Hey, check it. 26 months. Touchdown, you got 26 months. 26 months. You.
Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Right there, 54.
Shotgun now for Brady. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lavonte David.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that'll bring up second down.
And 10.
Under 10, 10. 26 mark, 26 mark. 26 mark, 26.
To throw again. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
First and goal.
Again, it's Brady. Give him back to back. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Buccaneers 6.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. And this carries into the end zone.
Antonio Brown on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 30-yard.
Now Jones. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
26 mark.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Brady's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
26 mark. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 26 mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Switch it. Come here. Mike spot 4. I got one. Watch twist. All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
On the throw.
Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Brady now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 51 yards. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Brought down.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Brady, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Brady. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
7-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
4 yards.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
No, 66. Check, 54. 54. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch 54.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Hey, 56. Check. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They set 29. Alpha. Bring.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Now, what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Buccaneers 14.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I wear a fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win. I ball like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it to the